to show you about this Grimes video.
Coming at you for the very first time today. Oh, snap. Hold on. I got the speakers on. Let's do it again.
Ignore the man behind the curtain.
Yeah, ignore the man behind the curtain. So, welcome to Infinity Times Infinity Studios. I'm Philip, Master Phil from Master Phil's Media, and this is DJ Dank.
DJ sounds totally unrehearsed.
Totally unrehearsed. Okay, so today what we're doing is we're showing Grimes You'll Miss Me When I'm Not Around video, which is a Grimes art kit that she released for creators to create whatever they wanted to with the video. Right, Dan?
Yeah. Interestingly, this thing has been used mostly just to add video backgrounds because she filmed in front of green screen walls and gave us the footage along with the audio stems from her song You'll Miss Me When I'm Not Around.
Right. So a lot of the videos you'll just see like the backgrounds changed and everything like that. But what's cool is that she worked with Daz Studio and created free assets for people to use. And so what I did was I started using Daz Studio to create little 3D animations. And what's great is that we're already doing music videos. So we're just mixing together the 3D with music video, right?
Yeah, you know, it's an audio thing and a video thing when you're making a video. So what happened with this is we kind of got this stuff and we listened to it. We watched the video. We took a couple of days to kind of digest and create, conceptualize in our minds. You know, in Philip's case, kind of storyboard the video. In my case, to kind of listen to the song, get a feel for it. And actually what I ended up doing is to make kind of like a remix of the song, although it's still at the same exact tempo and it's the same length. So it can drop into a video made for the original song.
Right. What's cool is that they gave us the stems. They gave us the 4K video files with a green screen in the background and said, go ahead, play with this. Just do whatever you want. Learn what you can.
Right.
So and Grimes is like, you know, she's kind of like out there, you know, like she's out there to like capture your attention, right?
Yeah, man, she's got a real eccentric, really special, unique kind of an approach to her art, you know, and really throughout her career, she's been kind of unique and she's had a style about the way that she goes about doing what she does. And I think that that's a large part of her appeal. You know, she's really such a cool, unique individual that it's hard not to become interested in her material as you are exposed to it.
Right. And I think that this material that we were given, you know, it was like right before she had her baby bump, or maybe while she had a little bit of a baby
Probably.
bump.
Yeah. We see her mostly in loose, like robe stuff in this. So you can imagine that she was already, you know, in the midst of showing that she was about to give birth to a little baby, which she has now done.
Right.
Whose name is AE-12 or something like that. So, yeah.
Which is pronounced Ash. Or
Ash,
something.
yeah.
Ash, right?
The backwards A with the strange line that's like, you know, like on Aeon Flux, you know, that's the A that's in this kid's name. So,
right.
He's Apple times 10.
What I like about it is that, you know, like all of the stuff, you know, like she's pretty out there, but in all of her interviews, she comes off as just somebody that really likes, you know, 3D art and, you know, different images that are dark, pretty dark, but like poppy, you know what I mean?
Yeah, she creates imagery that is artistic and it's, you know, it's very atmospheric and very, it really is textural and very elaborate. And, you know, she just has a really cool creative mind. You know, when you have the kind of creativity that someone like Grimes has, the thing that happens is that you make much more of a involved kind of a creative art piece in the end. You know, she's got a lot of complexity and layers to her concept.
So with the video, we wanted to definitely bring that creative, layering and just like artistic mindset to the project. So let's go ahead and show you the project, right?
Yeah, check it out.
Without further ado, let's get it. All right.
I showed myself yesterday. Got to head anyway. Think I might regret it now. Turn my feet to rocks and drown. If you don't bleed, then you don't die. Cross my heart and hope to fly. If you like it, then you like it alive. If I could see you now, smile 6 feet off the ground. I'll tie my feet to rocks and drown. Don't move right around. Last call, last call, myself again today. Doesn't matter anyway. I'll make it to heaven even if I have to climb the clouds and learn to fly. If you don't bleed, then you don't die. Cross my heart and hope to fly. If you like it, then you like it alive. If they could see me now, smiling 6 feet underground. I'll tie my feet to rocks and drown. You almost make me not around. Last call.
And our mics are hot again.
Well, what did y'all think of that? Oh my goodness. It was crazy, like, going through the process of doing this. It seriously took me hours and hours just to render out, just barely like 5 seconds of video.
Yeah, what y'all might not know about what Philip does is that, each of these videos that he creates is comprised of many sections of rendered video that are each called like a sequence or something like that, I believe. And, each of these sequences can be so graphics intensive and so complex in terms of what the computer needs to do to make it happen that it takes many hours, even with a really good computer, right? You got a pretty good computer, right?
Yeah, so my computer has a i9 in it. It's an 8-core processor with an RTX 2070 video card, which...
With 8 gigs of video RAM.
Yeah,
which is a serious video card and a serious processor.
Right.
And still, it's like literally hours that this thing is taking to render just a few little pieces of this.
Right. It's one thing to just do a still image in Daz Studio. It'll still take, a matter of like, I don't know, 20 minutes to render a still frame, depending on how hard how high the resolution is of the frame. But if you're trying to do a 1080p, multiple frames, you're saying 24 frames.
Yeah.
A second.
Multiply that out by however many long seconds the sequence is, and you've got lots of frames to render.
Hours of frames to render. So it took a long time. the other great part about it was, getting the stems for the audio, right?
Yeah, man, she gave us the whole, basically an entire project. The thing is that, frankly, often things were grouped, especially like her backup vocals were all in one group and things like that. So there were some creative freedoms, somewhat limited, I suppose, in the way that they arranged the files and so forth. However, I did have tons of different individual files of each of these sounds in the mix. So, they're called stems, and I had essentially the stems for the entire thing, which makes it super cool because, I have a lot of creative control in that regard. And what I was able to do with that is to kind of take and make a remix that combines some new elements and keeps a lot of the same original elements in there as well. Because I thought it was a really cool song. The thing sounds amazing. It's very layered and textural. And really, it just needed a little bit of DJ Dank flavor added to that.
Right. And I feel like it was kind of important to just like play with like every aspect of what they're giving us in the toolkit.
Yeah. The cool thing about it is we got to use all the images and also kind of create the Foley concept for the film, right? So each time you see something happen on the screen, we often want to pair that with a sound as well so that the experience is as rich as possible. Right. And that's what happened in a lot of this stuff.
Yeah, and what's cool is like we kind of came together with the sound effects, like certain spaceship sounds Dan did, other sounds, the bowling ball crashing into the glass, that was one of my sounds.
Yeah.
And
but then I took that crash and made that into kind of evolving into more of a rhythmic aspect with delays and echoes and things like that. So,
right.
By our combined powers, we formed a Voltron video here for y'all.
With all powers combined.
Voltron!
Anyway, This project was a lot of fun. I think that it's still up on the Daz Studio website. Like you can go there.
Y'all can go check that out.
Like if you scroll through, you'll see the Grimes art kit.
Yeah.
And it's free, to get all the assets from Daz. You can get Daz for free. It's a free creator. One thing about Daz is that if you want assets, then you have to pay for the assets. But you know what? It's a lot easier than just creating your own 3D models.
Yeah, unless you're, an awesome animator that can make 3D models that look pretty much perfect.
Right.
Because that's what's in Daz Studio.
Right. It's like models that are already made, that are rigged, ready to go. Like you can take them and put them into animations that are already pre-made, or you can make your own animations.
Or you can make a music video with Grimes and then stream it live like we did.
Right. And so one of the things that we want to do is kind of make this a live music video in the studio where there's like crazy smoke going off in the background or explosions or like, spacecraft flying through.
Yeah, overlaid space on the green screen.
Right. We could go through portals and stuff, right?
Yeah, man. This is infinity times infinity. It doesn't actually exist anyway, so...
Right.
The possibilities are endless.
Yeah, the possibilities are endless. And with the Sling Studio and all of the things that are coming together, I feel like we'll be able to put together a really, really badass fucking quality piece of art. You know what I mean?
Yeah, man. As time goes on, we continue to improve the offering that we have for y'all. And, in the future, all of this gear will actually just become cybernetic implants in our bodies. And, we'll be free to jam completely.
Yeah. I can't wait for eyeball cam.
Yeah.
Like the robotic eyeball that just...
Maybe we add this next year.
Yeah.
Okay.
Maybe I already have one implanted. I just didn't know. Like...
Yeah.
It could be... I could have been abducted.
Yeah,
Okay.
You could be a cyborg and not know it, like in those Terminator movies,
Exactly. I'm pretty sure that's why I'm here. Okay. But I'm also here to make badass music video. Okay.
Yeah, so this happened also.
So who is first? Okay. Maybe
Okay.
you.
Maybe this is first.
Maybe you be first. Okay. Actually, we do Steve King first, okay? But you can be number 2.
First again.
There's always another first, right?
Huh? Hey.
Okay. All right, guys. If this is the first time you're watching and you enjoyed it, please click that like button, follow, subscribe, click some shit.
Click.
Just
Click the buttons.
Just
We clicked buttons for you. Now you click buttons for us, please.
right. We click buttons to bring this to you. You click button for us. Okay.
Huh? It's worked great.
It's easy. And next time we do Trashka all day, the whole time.
Only angles. Very angular.
Very angular, please. Okay. All right. We will see you guys next time. We're going to be streaming every Saturday. Come join us and have fun. Everybody, it's like we're just having a party here. So just come along. Let's do this. All right. All right. Infinity
Party.
times infinity out.